New York City, 1920-9. A city built on ambition, fed by immigrants, and ruled in the shadows by men who never appeared in newspapers until it was too late. Rain slicked the streets like fresh oil. Steam rose from the ground as if the city itself were breathing. Everyone sensed that something was changing. New York was already at war. It just didn't know it yet, and the spark was not a gunshot. Not a betrayal in a dark alley. It was a dinner. Mulberry Street never truly slept. Even after midnight, it hummed with quiet deals and unspoken rules. Salvatore Bellini stood alone in his tailor shop, reading an invitation that felt heavier than paper. No signature, no seal, just a place and a time he didn't need. A name. Only one man in New York summoned people like this, Don Vittorio. Marzano. An invitation to Marzano's table wasn't an honor. It was a warning. Sal folded the card and slipped it into his vest. Outside, life went on. Vendors packing up, bootleg whiskey changing hands, children darting through shadows. None of them knew what was coming. Little Palermo hid beneath the city, like a secret too dangerous to speak aloud. Behind a bakery that never closed. Down a narrow stairway sat a private dining room lit by chandeliers stolen from a forgotten opera house. 7 men waited at the table. 7 bosses, 7 empires. 7 men who controlled neighborhoods the way kings once ruled countries. When Marzano entered, the room went silent. Wine was poured. Bread was broken. For a moment, it felt like peace. Then Marzano spoke. New York is too crowded, he said softly. Too many bosses, too many opinions. No one interrupted. I propose order, he continued. One family, one voice. Sal felt his stomach tighten. This wasn't a negotiation. It was a takeover. Then Don Carlo Moretti laughed, not loudly, dismissively. With respect, he said, New York isn't Sicily. No king lasts long here. The room froze. Marzano's smile didn't fade, but his eyes hardened. Are you refusing my proposal? Moretti shrugged. I'm refusing to kneel. That was the moment. The exact second history tilted. Sal watched. Marzano placed his napkin on the table, slow, precise, final. The dinner was over. The war had begun. Gunfire thundered through the underground room. 2 shots. Moretti collapsed forward, blood spreading across white linen. Chairs crashed. Men reached for weapons. Guards shouted. But Marzano stood calmly. Anyone else? He asked. No one answered. This wasn't just a murder. It was permission. Permission to kill. Permission to conquer. Permission for chaos. By morning, New York whispered. By nightfall, it screamed. Cars burned in Brooklyn. Bodies surfaced in the Bronx. Speakeasies shut their doors early, praying neutrality would keep them alive. The newspapers called it gang violence. The families called it business. Sal moved through the city, like a ghost delivering messages, collecting debts. Watching men disappear overnight. Every dinner table became suspicious. Every knock at the door sounded like a death sentence. Marzano. Sal again. No wine this time. No bread. I need you to choose, Marzano said. Me or the old way? Sal thought of his father, who believed power survived through balance, not domination. He thought of Moretti's blood on white cloth. I choose New York, Sal replied. Marzano studied him, then and survive. He said that the war devoured everyone. Young soldiers died before they learned restraint. Old bosses fell to men they once trusted. Alliances shifted overnight. Friends became informants. Loyalty turned into a currency more valuable than money. Marzano grew paranoid eating alone, sleeping behind locked doors, surrounded by armed guards. Dinner that promised order delivered only destruction, and destruction always. Demands a reckoning, another dinner was arranged, another elegant restaurant. Another carefully chosen table. Marzano believed he had won. He didn't notice how quiet the room was. Sal raised his glass. To peace, he said. The gunfire came before the toast ended. History closed the circle. The war ended the way all mob. Wars do. With funerals. New York reorganized itself. New rules, new bosses, same shadows. The city pretended nothing had happened. Sal walked past Little Palermo. One last time, the bakery was gone, the storefronts were closed, the signs faded. Kings were dead. All that remained was the lesson. In New York, even a dinner can start a war.